we've been shopping and we have bought one of these. So here we are, the Lenovo Smart Tab M10 with Amazon Alexa built into it, and it comes with a smart speaker dock. Costs £140, so we actually got two of these, one for my daughter, one for my son. Let's quickly run through some of the tech specs. It's got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 429 quad-core 2 GHz processor. Comes with Android 9. Its display is 10.1 inches, 1280 by 800. Comes 2 GB of RAM. Can have 256 GB of micro SD RAM. Has a micro SD slot. Rated up to 8 hours of battery time. Has two front-facing speakers. The rear camera is 5 megapixels, the front camera is 2 megapixels. It comes in at 480 grams, obviously wireless and Bluetooth, has a micro USB slot and a standard audio jack 3.5. It is in black and white. We've actually got the black one here. Let's open the box, see what we've got in here. Okay, we have the tablet itself. That out with that to one side. Underneath, move that out of the way. We have the smart speaker. We also have under here, we have a USB cable. I believe that's to go there. We have the power supply, that is for the smart speaker. Instruction book. Tool to eject the micro SD cards, and that's about it. Okay, let's move this box out of the way. And move this stuff out of the way. Don't need those for the moment. Okay, so we have power supply, so we have the smart speaker. This is what, have to excuse, I've got hay fever. Let's move that out of the way. There we go. So let's start with this. This is the smart speaker. We have a stand. Thoroughly recommend that that's out when you have the tablet actually docked into the docking station. We'll come to these prongs in a minute, they match up with the tablet. So we have a Bluetooth switch to turn on and off, we have volume controls, and this mutes the microphone. So if you're talking, you don't want Alexa to start doing things, just turn the microphone off, it's fine. Okay, so that's the stand, that's the charging stand and smart speaker. And now we come to the tablet itself. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that. So it's really nice and light. As you can see, the shine on it is incredible. It's incredible. You can see me in the background. This is a Nikon D5500, by the way, that we're shooting this on. I'll do some reviews of things on these cameras another time. There's charging points that plug into the smart dock. This can also be charged from here as well. There's the 3.5mm audio jack. Yep. You have the camera. Can you see that one? Yeah, there you go. There's the camera. We have the power, volume, and two speakers. I think that's about it on the sides. Yep. So let's power it on. There we go. All these tablets have some sort of charge in them at the start. Let's see how much charge this one's actually got on it when it starts. Come on. Okay, and then we're going to start up. So we've got about half a charge on the screen there. Okay, I'm just going to move these things out of the way for the moment, because to set it all up we don't need those. So let's move that into shot. Okay, so let's go through this. So we're in United Kingdom, so we'll just go through that. Usual license agreement. Accept that. Yeah, we actually have the repeater is in our, where we are in my garden office, so we'll actually choose that there. And we have the password. Anyone who saw my last video, this is highly unlikely to work first time. So we'll come back to this in a second. Okay, let's connect that up. Never like it might work first time. In fact, it has. It's actually gone there to obtain the IP address. Give it a sec. Okay, we don't want to do that this time around. Okay, now it's going to ask me to do Google accounts and things now, so I want to set this up for my son, so I'm going to set him up with a new Google account, which will actually be part of the Google family system. I might do another video about how that all works, because that's quite an involved thing. So I will get this all set up and then we'll carry on with the next bit of the setup. Doing Family Link doesn't take very long, but it's a very useful thing to keep an eye on what children can be doing on their laptops. Right, so we're on to date and time. This is all correct, so we don't need to worry about any of that. I'm not going to set up passwords and things on here for just the time being. Skip that anyway, we don't want to do any of that. Not right now, we'll do it later. Not now. Oh, now we've turned around. Just a second. I'll do that later. I'm not going to worry about anything like that just for the time being. We're just going to set this up basically for the time being. We're going to skip face recognition, which is a handy security thing. Right, now we're up to setting up Alexa. So I need to put this plugged in, because we're going to pair this Bluetooth to that. So I'm just going to rearrange my desk and we'll come back in a second. Right, we've got it all powered up. As you can see, the Bluetooth light is up, the microphone light is on, which means the microphone's not going to be up, so let's just get that screensaver. So let's get started. Oops. Right, I've just got to sign into my Amazon account now, and then that will add this Alexa to the other Alexas we've got in the house. We've got an Echo and another one of these base stations. So we need to add those in, so bear with me a second. Okay, so we're signed into Amazon. We're going to skip the Lenovo ID for the time being. We just want to get set up, and we're going to skip Outlook. Just going to say no to that for the time being. We can always change these later. Leave the navigation to, you can have it either the gesture mode or classic mode. We're going to leave it exactly as it is just for the time being. Okay, so we now need to dock this tablet into the docking station. As I said before, those are the pins, and we'll locate those pins into the dock. This can be, there we go, it's in. You get a dot. Okay, so it's now docked into the station. I'm going to click on finish. Okay, don't worry about that. Done that. Okay, don't need to worry about that. Let's do permissions. Bear with me a second, that doesn't seem to be working. Okay, that update had actually been stopping it working, so it wanted to do a system update, and that's why it wasn't working, but it's done that, rebooted, and we're off and going. So now we're going to allow it to do what it needs to do, which is Alexa, need new features, just do an update. Yeah, we'll accept that. Okay, just go back into Alexa, make sure it's all there. Get new features. Right, okay, so we just need to update the application. Okay, done that bit now, so let's go on to settings again, go into Alexa. Ah, there we go, right. That's what we want to see. So we have Alexa's up, it acts like an Echo Show. So we have home screen options, background, default and everything else down there, home content, which will come up on the screen, acts exactly like an Echo Show. So we'll go through all those settings in a minute. Let's just make sure this whole thing actually works properly. Just bear with me a second. Okay, I had to take the tablet off the dock to get to this next setup screen. It's now wanting new firmware for the smart dock. The other problem is that the Bluetooth was actually switched off in settings, so I've had to manually put that on. So if you have the same problems that I'm having here, check the Bluetooth is on, take it off the dock and then put it back on again. So we're going to take it off again, put it on, and now hopefully right, it's actually found a second dock, which is the one in the lounge, and I'm not entirely sure which one is which. So I'm going to go and switch off the other one, and hopefully that will tell me which one this one is. This is a problem probably you won't get unless you've got more of these in your house. Bear with me. Right, I've worked out which of these is this one, and it's actually the top one. Okay, I'm not sure we can actually bypass this bit.
Using Alexa is as simple as asking a question. Just ask, and Alexa responds instantly. You can speak to Alexa on your tablet anytime. And now with Show Mode, your tablet is easier to use while you're doing other things. To get started, just dock your tablet. Show Mode lets you start your day by asking Alexa to show your calendar, display the weather, or even play a video flash briefing. Alexa, what's the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Ask Alexa to start a timer or find a recipe. Alexa, show me a recipe for banana muffins.
Okay, for banana muffins, here's a few recipes. If you want to see more, say next.
Alexa gives you hands-free access to your favorite music or podcasts, so you can set the mood from across the room. Alexa, play dinner music.
Here's a playlist for dinner music.
Try Show Mode today.
Okay, the little introduction video there. It's now updating the firmware, so we'll just let that happen. Okay, and I believe that's now finished. So here we are, 24 hours later. It's all fully charged and fully tested, and it all works quite nicely now. So I do hope you've enjoyed this unboxing and setup video for this Lenovo M10, and we will see you on the next video.